Prince Ju-hyung stabbed the sword into the litter. Although it didn't hit Supervisor Ha, he holds the sword. When the prince asked him to open the litter door, he got out from the litter. Supervisor Ha asked the prince why he did like that. He told him to catch the rat which sneaked into the litter. When Supervisor Ha opened the litter door, there were no sign of Chun-Ki. Supervisor Ha told Chun-Ki that he would hand over the demon to Prince Ju-hyung, instead of sealing into the portrait. Prince Ju-hyung told Supervisor Ha to find a ring which has a divine power, worn by his father. Misu told Prince Ju-hyung that the demon can't summon without the king portrait, drawn by the divine painter. Prince Yang Myung told Wol-sun that his brother was planning to let the demon possess him. In order to prevent from that, she told him that they would have to kill him before the ritual began, as it was the only way they can do. As the deadline was so tight, Chun-Ki's friends helped her in drawing the portrait. As D-Day was so closed, everyone prepared their things in their own ways. Before the D-Day, Chun-Ki finished the king portrait except the face. Wol-sun gave Prince Yang Myung a double-edged sword to kill his brother. Supervisor Ha asked Prince Ju-hyung to let him stop by Wol-song-dong to get his divine ring he wanted. Supervisor Ha met Chun-Ki, but Prince Ju-hyung's servant followed them. In order to lose the sight of them, he asked her for help. After losing sight from him, he asked her to give the ring he gave her back, as it was dangerous for her to keep it. When he arrived back, he gave Prince Ju-hyung the ring, but it was a fake. Before the ceremony began, Prince Yang Myung apologized Supervisor Ha for behalf of his father and grandfather, making him blind during raining ritual. During preparing the ritual, Misu told Wol-sun to step aside and let her host the ritual. After finishing the portrait, Prince Yang Myung told Chun-Ki not to leave the room until the ceremony was over. The ceremony began and Supervisor Ha collapsed. The demon took over his body, and Misu made the demon transfer into the Prince Ju-hyung. Strangely, the demon didn't enter into his body and hold his neck with his power. The demon pushed everyone with his power, and Chun-Ki left the room as she heard the sound. Wol-sun hosts the ritual back to seal the demon into the portrait. Unfortunately, the portrait was torn out. Chun-Ki rushed to him to stop him. But as the demon needed his eyes back from her, he came close to her. But Prince Yang Myung stabbed the sword into his body.